All right, so let's talk about the 3 things or myths or misconceptions that you shouldn't follow with your detailing business. It's really gonna hinder your growth. It's gonna make it look way more complicated than it needs to be. And overall, you just need to avoid these things. Actually, before the video starts, I just wanna let you know that my online marketing course, SEO for Detailers, is now open. You can check the description box down below or in the comment section. This course helps you rank your website on the first page of Google to generate consistent leads and sales. That's how I built my business over the last couple of years. That's my primary marketing channel is search engine optimization, SEO. We've been talking about it for the past couple of weeks on the podcast, on the emails, on the YouTube video. So if you're interested in growing your business by generating a consistent flow of qualified leads on a daily basis, check the course down below, SEO for Detailers. It closes this Monday on the 17th. So just wanted to let you know. So number 1 is you have to market your business everywhere to get the most customers. I'm just kidding, I'll get water. What I mean by that is you feel like your customers are gonna be everywhere, right? They're on Facebook, they're on Instagram, they're on Facebook buy and sell groups, maybe somewhere on Craigslist, somewhere you have to run Facebook ads, you have to post on YouTube, and you feel like because you want the most amount of customers, you wanna be seen everywhere, which makes sense up front, right? If you want more eyeballs on your business, you should be in more places to be seen. But the problem with that though is that the more you do different things, the more spread out, the more thin that you put your efforts in. Meaning like, instead of focusing 100% of your energy on one thing, if you have 5 different things going on, you're only putting a small amount of time and energy on each one. So instead of getting the most results from one thing, you're getting tiny itsy bitsy results from all things. So let me ask you, which one is better, to get 10 customers from one channel or 1 customer from 5 channels? Which one is the better option? If you know what you're doing, is you want to get the most customers from one channel. It's because you're going to be very, very restricted on your resources, on your finances, on your time, on your energy, on so many things. So you shouldn't be like, okay, let me post on Facebook, let me post on Instagram, let me make a YouTube video, let me run some Facebook ads, let me make this blog post, let me see. That's just too much. You're spreading yourself out too thin. If you want the most results with the limited time and energy that you have, you want to focus most of your energy on one marketing channel, whether it's SEO, whether it's Facebook ads, whether it's Instagram, whether it's whatever channel it is. You want to focus on just one thing and capitalize the most you can from that one channel. You don't have to be on every single platform. I've been saying this for years now. I haven't posted anything on my Instagram or Facebook over the last 2.5 years, yet we are completely booked out 2 weeks in advance, 2 to 3 cars on each day. Am I done for posting on social media? My schedule will say otherwise, right? So it's not so much about saying like, you don't have to follow the norm of what everyone is doing, but you just have to strategically think like, okay, I can't spend my time everywhere, so let me focus on one thing and do it the very best that I can. By the way, if you want to learn SEO, course is open, link down below if you're interested, but regardless of that, you have to just focus on one channel. And moving on to number 2 is the best way to grow your business is by referrals and word of mouth. And let me tell you, with this one, I never really understood. And look, there's nothing inherently wrong with word of mouth or referrals. Actually, it's probably one of the best ways and easiest ways to get customers. If you have your customer recommend you to one of their friends, best friends, family members, then it's a super easy sell because you're coming from a trusted source. The problem with growing your business strictly by word of mouth and referrals is that you first have to get a customer in order to get referrals. You first have to get a customer in order for your business to spread word of mouth. So how can you grow your business when you're having trouble already getting customers in the first place? So to me, it just never made sense. We're like, how do I get referrals? How do I get word of mouth customers if I don't have any customers to service in the first place? So yes, it's a great avenue. Once you actually get traffic coming in, you get leads going, you're servicing customers on a daily basis, that's when the referrals and the word of mouth network really starts to build out. But when you get one customer every other day, when you're struggling to just get one customer every other day, it's hard to grow your business off of referrals and word of mouth, because although you could put systems in place, you could put processes in place, if you don't have the volume, it's going to be a slow moving process in order to get a lot of referrals and word of mouth to the point where it's going to be a sustainable option to grow your business. So for me, I'm not going to say, yeah, really focus on referrals, because like, well, first of all, you need traffic. First of all, you need customers, and then you can get referrals and word of mouth. So to me, I wouldn't bet on that strategy. So third one is you're copying other detailers and doing the same things they're doing to grow your business. So here's how this plays out. You're following a couple of detailers on Instagram, and it's not really a couple, it's like maybe like 10, 20, 30 detailers that you follow. And you see everyone doing the same thing, right? They're posting on Instagram, they're using hashtags, they're posting like high-end vehicles or maybe like drastic 50/50s, and you're saying, well, they're successful, they have a lot of customers, I should just replicate what they're doing. And you try to do the exact same thing, like literally the exact same thing. And it sounds good at first, but after a while you realize that that detailer is just copying that detailer, which is copying that detailer, and you're copying that detailer, and everyone is essentially doing the exact same thing. And if everyone is doing the exact same thing, how are you going to grow your business? Yes, it worked for them. Yes, they did something different. Yes, they're doing something the same. But at the end of it, like, is what they did going to help you do the exact same thing to grow your business? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But who knows? But just strictly just copying what other detailers are doing is not the winning formula to grow your business. It might get you a few customers here and there, but if you don't get the results that you want as you hope for, then what do? Right? You're just following what others were doing. So at what point, if you don't get the results, where do you turn to now? Who do you start to copy? What do you do next? Again, going back to my first point, I haven't posted anything on my social media pages in the past two and a half years. If I talk to 99% of detailers, they're gonna be like, dude, you're missing out on a lot of customers. Dude, you're dumb. Dude, you don't know how to run a business. Yet, am I having any problems booking in vehicles, any customers? You know, charging rates or doing whatever I want with the business? No. Why? Because I focus on my channel to grow my business. What works for others will work for them. If that same thing might not work for you. You can't have two tunnel vision with everyone that you're following. Meaning you're so like, okay, I'm looking at this detailer, I'm looking at this detailer, I'm looking at this detailer, and you're just like saying, okay, look, that's exactly what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. And then you're just like so tunnel vision and saying, okay, like this is exactly what's happening. But if you just take a step back and you really think about, okay, what do I need to do, right? Because you might be saying, hey, Instagram is what grew their business, Facebook is what grew their business. Yet they've been in business for like 12 years. They're well established. They have a shop. They've like been able to get referrals after referrals because they've been in business for so long. You that just started for 6 months is not going to have the same type of pipeline of referrals and word of mouth as they have. So you can't just look at another detailer, look at their website, look at their social media and be like, okay, I know exactly what to do. It'll help. It might help guide you towards what you need to do. But just simply copying, saying, okay, that person does that. They post those type of photos. That must work. Because it might not. I'm not saying it doesn't work to emulate what others are doing. But just to say like, hey, I'm going to flat out just copy and hopefully that works is not the winning strategy. You have to be able to think for yourself, to research yourself, to look and what's the best option for me to grow my business. Again, search engine optimization, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube. So many different channels for you to choose from. One might work for one detailer, the other might not work at all for the other person. It's really dependent on your business, on your resources, on your all these other factors that are gonna really contribute to what type of results that you get. Because I look at pages, at detailers' pages, and I'm like, wow, a lot of you guys are just doing just the exact same thing. And it's funny because a lot of the detailing pages, they're just followed by other detailers. It's so funny, like if you have a couple hundred, you scroll down those followers and following, and it's like they're all other detailers, not really like customers wise. So don't be fooled by social media as well. I'm just going off tangent here. Like followers, subscribers, those aren't metrics of how successful you're doing. You don't have to have thousands of followers on Instagram or YouTube in order to get results and in order to grow your business. Right? You don't need to have 10,000 followers. A lot of pages that have 10,000 plus followers are mostly just like other detailers. So that was just a side note. Well, that's gonna end the video right here. Hopefully you learned something from these 3 things, misconceptions that you shouldn't follow. As always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave those in the comment section down below. Shoot me a DM on Instagram or send me an email. If you want to grow your business through search engine optimization and generate a consistent flow of qualified leads on a daily basis, then check SEO for Detailers. It'll also be in the link in the description box for that link. It's been the #1 way I've grown my business and generate between 4 to 6 to 7, 8 leads per day on a daily basis. So if you're interested in that, find out more information down below. But other than that, I'll see you on the next one.